Welcome to the live video. I'm excited to tell you about a review that was done by a client success consultant. And this is someone who is an expert at what she does. She's been working with companies that range anywhere from $1 to $45 million per year in revenue. And she did a thorough review of our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy. And I'm excited to share with you what she said about our program. So as you're jumping on, share with us what type of nurse you are. What type of nursing do you do? We would love to hear. If you don't know me, my name is Heather, and I've been in online business now for 10 years. And inside of our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy, we've helped over 340 nurses start and grow their online coaching businesses for more freedom. I should say clients, not all of them are nurses. And so that's a little bit about me. We help nurses start and grow online coaching businesses for more freedom. We have also worked with people who are not doing coaching businesses. We've helped home health agencies, med spas, people doing telehealth grow their businesses with their marketing and sales. So that's really our specialty, is marketing and sales. So I'm going to share a little bit about my background, who I am, my story, and then I'm going to dive into the review that this consultant gave us, who is a client success consultant for large companies. So a little bit more about who I am. I grew up in a small town in Idaho Falls. I now live in Utah with my husband. We've been married almost 22 years. We have 2 little boys. I have a very strong work ethic that I learned from dance and ballet. So I was on a dance team and I was in dance for many hours every week. 6 to 8 hours a week I was dancing, and well, probably more than that, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It was probably more like 15 to 15 hours a week. Anyways, I'm known for my drive and my discipline. That's really where I learned it. Was my work ethic was in ballet and on my dance team. And I love a challenge. So I'm obsessed with hard workouts. I don't dance anymore. Like when you don't dance all the time, you kind of lose that skill, but I do love really hard workouts. Hot yoga. I love serving my coaching clients. I love coaching. I love growing as an entrepreneur and as the CEO of our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy. I was a paralegal in a law office for 2 years. I taught kettlebell and TRX functional fitness classes for about 3 years. I was an ICU nurse for 8 years. And I was also a highly ranked leader in a health and wellness company for 5 years. I left nursing about 8 years ago with online coaching. So I have been full-time in my online coaching business, working part-time hours for the last 8 years. And it's been incredible to have this freedom, this flexibility, not having to work nights, holidays, weekends anymore, and not having to live paycheck to paycheck. So I left the wellness company to start my own business for more freedom back in January of 2020. We've grown now to over 3.7 million gross income in 5.5 years. Again, results are not typical. The first 38 years of my life, I lived very frugally and only bought what we needed. So my husband is in law enforcement, and then also growing up in a family of 7, we didn't have tons of money to do whatever we wanted. We could only buy what we absolutely needed. And so that's how I was raised, and that's how I've lived for the majority of my life, only buying things that I absolutely need and being very frugal. And so that's where my work ethic, my discipline comes from, is understanding that I have to work hard for what I want. Things aren't just given to me. And so I've really learned how to be disciplined and how to have tremendous drive, because I didn't want to have to tell my kids, like, we can't afford it, because I heard that a lot growing up with a family of 7. And so I'm really grateful that we have the ability to gift our children with the things that they need, and then also take them on really incredible experiences and vacations and make really awesome memories. So we choose to live in a 25-year-old home. We paid about $290 for it 11 years ago. We live in an awesome neighborhood, so there's really no reason to move. Our kids have awesome friends. And so we're so grateful to live in this little house in an amazing neighborhood. I drive a 10-year-old car. It's very reliable and I love it. The majority of our profit from the business goes straight into short-term investments, as well as into long-term retirement investments. So that's the majority of our income, where it goes. We save for the future. A lot also goes back into reinvesting back into the business, and also for expenses for our team and for all of the platforms and all the things. We use some of the profit to give our kids opportunities and create lasting memories with them on family vacations. So we are from big families. My husband and I both are from huge families. We get to hang out with them a lot, which is amazing. And our boys are heavily involved in sports. We spend about 15 to 20 hours a week driving to and from practices and attending their games, and we love it. We struggled with infertility for many years, so our boys are such a gift and a treasure. Like I said, my husband and we come from huge families. I had 4 siblings. He has 5 siblings. We get to see them often, so lots of cousins for our kids to play with. It's super fun. I started online coaching to be home with my family more. That was the main reason. I was tired of working nights, holidays, weekends away from my babies. When I left nursing 8 years ago, my kids were about a year and a half and about 4 or 5. And I just really wanted to spend more time with them because they're only little for so long, and that time is so precious. And so that's why I worked really hard in that health and wellness company to replace my nursing income, and why I continue to work hard today, because my kids are my why, my family is my why. I want to make sure that we are set for the future, that we have financial security and stability. And that's why I work really hard and do this work, even when it gets hard at times. But I just want you to know that I'm a strong believer that God places callings in our hearts for a reason. And he will strengthen us and help us to succeed and be able to do our best when we do the work, when we have courage and we take action on our dreams. We can't just sit around and wait for things to come to us. We need to work hard for them. And that's what I've learned throughout my life. Things were never just handed to me. I had always had to work really hard for what I have. And so when you're willing to work really hard for what you have and lean on God for strength, then you'll be able to accomplish so much more than you could ever imagine. So whatever your dream is, go after it with everything you've got. You have limitless potential, and you can do and be anything that you want. So that is my message for you today. And that's a little bit about me. So I did a call last week that I want to talk to you about with a consultant who specializes in client success for companies ranging anywhere from 1 million a year to 45 million per year in the coaching and online education space. So I reached out to her to seek her expert guidance on how to improve our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy. She asked me a series of questions, lots and lots of questions about our delivery, our client fulfillment, client care, and program operation. So everything that we do inside of the program. So I told her all of the details. And after I told her all the details, she asked tons of questions. She said, "You are light years ahead of the game." So she basically validated that we are doing everything right. All of the boxes are checked. She said, most CEOs of coaching companies have backgrounds in sales and marketing, not nursing. So that's why our program is so strong on client care. She was highly impressed, which she also said takes a lot. You know, she's been doing this for years and she's worked with tons of companies. And so it's just amazing to see that she was able to validate that our academy is absolutely helping our clients feel seen, heard, connected. They know what's next, and they are making measurable progress. So our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy has everything. We include structure, organization, clear communication, a pathway or success map, community, tactical training, step-by-step curriculum, personalization, care, and concern. We really pride ourselves on making sure that our clients feel seen and heard and understood and cared for. She gave me 2 tips of advice to implement to further strengthen the program, because there was really no reason to hire her for additional support. So my advice to you is, if you are inside of a coaching program that checks all of the boxes, remember that your results come from the work that you put in. So it's so important for us as entrepreneurs to take action and own our responsibility, own our own results, own our accountability, and make it happen. So that's my reminder to you to make sure that you're taking full ownership and responsibility of the work that you're doing, the work that you're putting in, and the results that you are achieving or not achieving. It's all up to you. So you can't ever blame a coach, program, or mentor. So just a reminder to put in the work and own it. And so if you would love more information about our academy, go ahead and comment the word academy. You can also come to my inbox, send me a private message in Facebook Messenger LinkedIn Messenger, Instagram Messenger. I'd love to hear more about your goals and how we can help you have tremendous organization, structure, a pathway to help you make your dreams come true, to start and grow your coaching business from the ground up, and to have more success if you have an existing coaching business. This is where we'll give you that step-by-step curriculum, personalization, care, and concern. You'll be part of our family. It is truly a family inside of our academy. And we are there for you every step of the way, really giving you tremendous support. And our community is the best. So go ahead and comment the word academy, come to my inbox with the word academy, and I would love to hear from you. I hope this was helpful for you today, and I hope you have a great weekend. Take care.